Hello, this is Bill Pineo.
And this is Dennis Neese.
The show you're about to see is designed to entertain, uplift, and encourage you.
So sit back and relax for the next 28 minutes and 30 seconds and let your troubles take a break.
Good news, great music. Good news, great music. Good news, great music. Good news, great music.
I went to an evangelistic series, which I didn't even know what those words meant, but I'll tell you. At a church in Lake Orion, where they're going to tell you what the Bible's all about, and I attended, and I was mesmerized when I was there. So I met the people at this church, and eventually it came out that I was a piano player. I did not want to tell anybody because as soon as you tell somebody you're a piano player, they make you play. And it was an accident. And the pastor said, "Would you like to play for us sometime?" And I said, okay, because I couldn't turn him down. I had been learning some wonderful things. He said, "Would you play in a month?" "Sure, I'll play in a month." And week after week, he said, "So what are you going to play?" "I have no idea." And he was very, very patient. And finally, it was the week before what I was going to play. And I still didn't know. This was a song that I had remembered from the 1980s. I think it was written. It was performed by the Winans. And he said, "Well, would you play it for us before the weekend?" And I said, "Sure." And it was on a Thursday night. And I sat down. They happened to have a jaguar of a piano, I like to call it. It's a Kawai. It's the most magnificent concert grand I've ever played. And I played this song. And I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but the pastor walked away crying. And it was a real blessing for everybody. And that's when I first sang the song.
Wow, that's terrific.
It was about a week later when he made an altar call and said, "Does anybody want to get baptized?" And I, right after my own song, said,
Tomorrow I'll give my life tomorrow. I thought about today. It's so much easier to say tomorrow. Who promised you tomorrow? Better choose the Lord today. For tomorrow very well might be too late. Jesus said, "Here I stand. Would you please take my hand?" And just said, "I will tomorrow." Jesus said, "I am He who supplies all your needs." And just said, "I know, but tomorrow, I'll give my life tomorrow. I thought about today. It's so much easier to say tomorrow. Who promised you tomorrow? Better choose the Lord today. For tomorrow very well might be too late. And who said tomorrow never come for you? Still you laugh and say and continue on to say tomorrow
music actually has been in my life ever since I left Vietnam. But the neat thing is that ever since God has been in my life, it's just been more and more exciting using the music in His service. Lord, that river seems too wide, and that forest dark inside. The shadows make me feel so all alone. I fear my God has gone away. He won't hear me when I pray. I may never ever find my way back home. I think of all those things I've done, times I've lost and thought I won, times I've heard that still small voice calling me home. I know I've stumbled and I fell. How many times, Lord, I can't tell. It makes me wonder if my second chance is gone. I saw a light shining down from heaven through that forest of shadows, danger and fear. God's throne was the source, I the receiver. Now I'm a believer in a Redeemer that's real. Lord, that river seems too wide, and that forest dark inside. The shadows make me feel so all alone. I fear my God has gone away. He won't hear me when I pray. I may never ever find my way back home. I saw a light shining down from heaven through that forest of shadows, danger and fear. God's throne was the source, I the receiver. Now I'm a believer in a Redeemer that's real. I'm a believer in a Redeemer that's real. I'm a believer in a Redeemer that's real.
In the 20th year, in the month of Kislev, I received news of my homeland Jerusalem broken and burned, leaving my heart in much the same condition. So I now turn to God, the only hope for the restoration of these walls and the healing of our hearts. I was cupbearer to the King. God, please, 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 restore life into these broken walls, burned as they are. God, please, 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 restore life into these broken walls, burned as they are. Oh Lord, God of heaven, we need to be forgiven. The great and awesome God who keeps His covenant of love with those who do what's right. Please hear our prayer with your eyes and ears. We're so sorry, Lord, for our unfaithful years. Forgive us, restore us, and make us yours. burned as they are. God, please, please, please restore life in these broken walls, burned as they are. 'Cause I can't build them on my own, and I can't restore like you, Lord. Our lives are built on one another's, heroes, friends, and a brother. But without your foundation, we fall apart. And that's where we are now, in need of reparation, and only you know how. Restore, renew, and make us more like you. Rebuild and breathe life-giving breath in me. Be king, be strong, bring us back to where we belong. God, please, please, please restore life into these broken walls, burned as they are. God, please, please, please restore life into these broken walls, burned as they are. 'Cause we can't do this on our own, and we can't restore like you, Lord. On the 25th day in the month of Elul, the wall was completed.